Hello everybody and welcome back to Loud and Proud. I'm back in the barn with my dad here. We are going to be working on the 7.3 Powerstroke today. Just like we did the first gen the other day, I've got a bunch of people that they want to see more Powerstroke videos, and so we are finally able to bring another Powerstroke video here. What we're going to be installing today is a pusher intake manifold system, and basically what that's supposed to do is it's going to separate the hot air from the cold air that's going into the turbo.
Well, the main thing that we're going to do, like just in terms of the install, if we look down through here, we have the hot side and we have the cold side. And let me get this out of the way here. So this, the way this is set up is it's basically going to come off and go right from the hot side in the turbo. That'll connect, and then this little bracket here is then going to thread into this using a little 8mm nut that we're going to take off in a second. And then what this side does with the cold air is it's going to basically kind of sit at an angle there, because this kind of branches off as a V down in there. So we got to take all the little wires and stuff. There will be a piece in here that we're going to delete because it's no longer going to be necessary. But then once we get everything pulled apart, then we'll put this piece in first. I'm going to put the little barbs in here ahead of time and get the little pieces here with the Teflon tape. We'll get those threaded in beforehand. But overall, again, you open up the hood. This particular engine's a little bit greasier than the first gen, but nonetheless, we're going to take it apart, get it installed, and it's going to look nice and clean afterwards. At least two red shiny pieces anyway. So,
so basically, you know, what he said is it's going to separate those two, and we're going to have to. There's a couple things he said you got to delete in there, but
yeah,
just a couple
here,
just a couple little cables. But otherwise, should be a pretty straightforward install. Just kind of wanted to explain it ahead of time because we're not going to be, you know, just going in and out the entire thing step by step, but we are going to go through again after it is done and show you what we did, what we ran into, all that good stuff. So let's get right to the install. I just want to mention here really quick is with this piece here, you got to put these fittings in. There's a couple little blanks here you got to thread in with an Allen wrench, and then you've got these other two fitments here. You want to make sure you use Teflon tape to mask it around the threads, so make sure you get not only a tight seal but a leak-proof seal. Just make sure everything's sealed off perfectly snug properly, and you should be good.
We are in it now. We're at the point of no return to where we got this base off this piece here. So what we did is we took this piece here off. It was connected down into the manifold as well as on this little section here. And then this is going to be deleted from the system itself. And then we just got all the tubes disconnected. It's just a ring here, pull the tube off. This one you just literally pop off, little clip here, pull that off. And then there was one screw right through here that held this little bracket on. And that's just a little 8mm screw, and so we pop that off as well. But now we are at the point to where we're just going to take this fitting off, screw it into the pusher system, and then from there go ahead and start putting everything back together. And so let's get to it.
Also, here's the one of these things that I had to take out, and you want to kind of explain what happened there and why we're taking this off.
Basically, this wire here is part of this this here, and so one of these wires went down and hooked to the manifold, and then the other wire hooked on here, and then went up to this little area right through here. Okay, so what we did is we basically pulled it off, but when we went to go take it off, which I think it's kind of a common thing, but when I was unscrewing this from the manifold, it came off with the wire attached to it. So then what we had to do is we had to pull it all the way out, take two different wrenches, pop them, you know, apart, so then that way we could just dispose of this and then screw this back in there to back into the manifold.
So yeah, basically we just got to, you know, thread that right back in there. But that's just one thing you got to know is you do want to take this off and it can be a little bit of a pain to take that off, but not too bad. What did we use to take it? It was like, almost like a needle nose style vice grips.
Like needle nose vice grips.
Yeah, they have to have a real thin head on it to be able to get down in there between the fitting and the nut. But anyways, that's just a little bit of an update here as we go along.
And I don't know where, but got some sparks flying here. Yeah. I must have had the wire from the manifold hit in this area through here and sent some sparks flying. So there we have it, guys. We have now the pusher system put on this 2002 Powerstroke, and this is a truck that I bought 2 years old. And if you've seen some of the other videos, I talk about how at this point it's got about 270,000 miles. And honestly, other than just having to put like a new alternator, new starter on it, just a few little things like that, which are to be expected, this truck has been a well-used truck, performing truck, and so love this thing, and so why not go ahead and take good care of it. I'm excited about the install. One of the other things while we're here, you can see just how clean it is. Even I think even a novice, somebody who's not necessarily an experienced mechanic, if you know how to use basic tools, wrenches, screwdrivers, that kind of stuff, you can figure this out. It's really easy. They make it really basically straightforward, but you can see everything just screws right back in. We got the two ports plugged up, we got the pieces here, the hoses, they give you the fitting, you just pop it right on there, and everything is nice and snug. I don't want to dirty it up again because I just wiped it all down, but everything is good. So super excited about that. Something else, one of the things that I've always appreciated about this particular truck is, if you're not familiar with the Powerstrokes, especially the 7.3, underneath my KingRanch, you open the hood and it's beautiful in a Powerstroke kind of cluttered way, but in the same sense, there's a lot of stuff. It gives you no room. And this engine here itself, compared to the first gen, night and day. I mean, like in terms of this thing is packed full. But one thing I've always liked about this truck is just the filter systems. The oil filter in this thing, down below, easy accessible. You don't have to find it. You don't have to take things apart. You just pop it off, put a new one on there when you change the oil. And the same thing with the fuel system. If you've never seen these before, if you're not a Powerstroke guy, this particular truck, basically you have this little yellow lever down in here, and you just rotate this lever out, and then that basically drains the canister here, and then you just basically pop this off. Your fuel filter's in there, stick a new one in there. I usually, every time I change my oil, I put a new fuel filter in there as well. It's just kind of a habit I got into. But nonetheless, if you're not a Powerstroke guy, it's just kind of nice knowing where that is, how that is, just because it is such a simple thing to maintain. So at this particular point, we were ready to put our big Powerstroke emblem, a little piece of plastic thing on here. We're going to tighten this up, and then we're going to take it for a little bit of a spin down the road, see how it does, see if we can tell a difference or not. But these guys, like I said, at Pusher, this is a third system I've put on from them in my trucks, And I love it because their customer service is fantastic. They know what the flip they're doing, which is always encouraging. If you have any questions, they're real good with you, easy to contact. And so I plan on basically putting these systems in every truck that I own, just because I think they really make a big difference. So if you haven't already, if you have any questions, just give them a call, email them to let them know that the information's also in the link below, but let them know that you talked to the guys from Loud and Proud. They'll be happy to help you out there. So.
Well, Pusher kindly sent us tons of stickers. We've got 3 or 4 extra ones right now, but here's one we just put on this door right here, along with all the other things we believe in. National Rifle Association, Savage Arms, Winchester, Cannon, Leupold, Lapua, all that good stuff. So we're going to put one here on the trucks. Seems right. Of course, you want that extra horsepower to get you down the road. Looky there. Those are actually pretty high quality stickers, decals.
Ordinarily, I would measure this out.
Yeah, my dad's one of those people, he's got to measure out everything, measure, level, everything, super systematic. But looks good. And one more sticker for the passenger side of the first gen. Go for a little bit of a spin. I've never seen it roll that kind of cold. What? It's kind of hard to tell like what kind of difference we're looking for with this, because this truck on, is it on race setting right now?
I get it on race, which is the middle setting stock. I mean, this edge system comes with 3 settings programmed. Now you can modify that and make your own up, but it comes with 3, either a tow mode, a race mode, or an extreme mode. When I'm not pulling trailers, I keep it in race mode, but if you put it on extreme, it's pretty crazy.
But yeah, I was just yeah, so it's kind of hard to tell just what you're looking for with this, because it already has always, like on this kind of setting, it's already kind of driven, you know, pretty VA. So I don't really know what kind of notice I'm trying to look for here or feel for, but all I can say is it's probably doing good things under the hood there. Just noticed
It's like puppies.
first gen flatbed sitting right there. Never seen it here before. It's a diesel too. Well everybody, that's going to wrap up the install here with my dad on the pusher intake system on the 2002 F350 7.3 Powerstroke. Like he said, it's been a great truck, awesome truck, so we just want to give it a little bit more love and make sure that it is running even better yet to last many more years to come. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, can you please be sure and leave a like on the video? That helps out a ton. Leave a comment below, subscribe if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.